Hello again, everyone. Today I thought I would show you some techniques for removing objects or people from a photograph. So I have Page Plus, Photo Plus, already loaded with a photograph in the background. And I'm going to remove my brother Joe from this particular photograph. Now the thing you need to know is that if you attempt to remove someone from a foreground of a picture, naturally you're going to have to reconstruct everything in the background of the picture. So each picture is different, and foreground objects are going to be much more difficult to remove than background objects. So I'm going to start on this photograph removing my brother Joe from the background. I'm going to zoom in to this region up here at the top, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the polygon selection tool, and I'm going to draw a selection around part of this wood. Only needs to be a chunk of it, just about like this, and I'm going to go here like this, and just capture it like that. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to copy it to an upper layer. Then I'm going to take this, turn the selection off, and I'm just going to drag it down. Just enough to cut off part of the shoulder. Now, we will scroll down a little bit here, and I'm going to turn this off for a second, and I'm going to select my brother Pete's red shirt. Chunk of the shirt. Add to the selection as much as possible. I really only need this line here. Actually, it's part of the shoulder, but that's good enough. So I'm also going to copy that to its own layer. I'm going to turn the selection off again. I'm going to move this up here, turn this one back on, and now I'm just going to merge those two together. Merge the visible, turn my background back on. By doing that, I have effectively cut off the shoulder back here so that I don't have to be nearly as detailed anymore. Now by going to the background here, I can use my clone tool, and I can begin erasing my brother Joe's head and torso from this background. You need first to click a selection area, and I am going to just click right here, that's about even with the top of his head, right there. And then when I start drawing, you'll see that I am cutting away a large chunk of his head. I know it seems time-consuming, but it is necessary. And you'll also notice that there are artifacts that are left behind. We can straighten those out by simply using the blemish tool, which I will show you right now. We're just going to drag up here, and we're just going to make that nice and big, and then we're going to go here, and drag up here, and make that a little bit bigger. And we're going to go up here. Like that. And that just wipes away any of those blemishes that are created when you do the same pattern over and over again. So we want to go back to our clone tool. And now I'm going to simply click again, only more like here, more like up above, like that, and then start drawing this down, trying to get this door as even as possible. Once you get the hang of this, it goes very well and pretty smoothly. We're going to continue just like this, going back and forth until we have most of this wiped away. With our extra layer now that we have, that one there, we can run all the way up against the side, and we don't make any kind of mark at all, which is good. Getting right in here against my mother's head. Just continue like this, taking out large chunks until you get it all the way done. I'm going to pause there and finish this up, since you don't need to see me do the entire thing. Now I've wiped away a good portion of this, but I want to come back in here and show you that we need to get around the neck area. So we're going to again pick another selection spot like that, and we're just going to use that. To fine-tune and keep fine-tuning until you have exactly what you need. This time we're going to turn aligned off, and that way it will just continue to take from that exact same spot. And there we go. Again, we're going to use the blemish tool to get rid of some of these artifacts. Works very well for this. And don't be afraid to go big sometimes, too. We'll even use it on this band of brown. I'm sorry, I did that backwards. Just like that. I gotta get rid of this right here. And this right here. Okay. Again, I'm going to continue down and getting rid of more of the shirt. So I will be back in a few seconds.